Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Songs of Ourselves. और आज we are lucky to have one of the top IT companies in Pakistan with us today. We have Mr. Adil Sikander. He is the head of talent acquisition in Systems Limited. Systems का मेरे ख्याल से जो भी CSA को एंटिटी systems का नाम उसको पता होगा तो मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So first of all, thank you very much, sir, for taking your time and for being here.
Inviting us. Right.
So, sir, first question is obviously we all know a lot about systems, especially after जो बहुत एक boom आया पाकिस्तान में IT industry का. So, if you could introduce systems to us as what your perspective is and what is the goal and vision that systems carries for the IT sector in Pakistan.
All right. So yeah, IT in the past decade, you can say it has grown a lot, particularly in Pakistan. And systems was fortunate to be in this sector for 4 decades. So we knew all the dynamics of the IT industry about Pakistan as well. So we used those opportunities and we tried our best to avail all the again there's so many prospects in different sectors to automate and to give them easy solutions to manage their workflows. So systems, we were always ahead in their terms that we were equipped technologically with people. Obviously, it's all about people in IT sector. So we had great people who were with the company for many years, and they took the company like a baby, and they developed different people, and there was a lot of succession planning. So we had very good technical talent in the company. That's how. If you don't have people, so you cannot have any IT sort of opportunities.
Right.
So we had people and we developed people, and that's what we have been doing till now. And because there is less supply in the market, there is more demand. So if you're not creating talent in the organizations yourself, then it's like just fighting with everything. So yeah, so that's what our strategy is, and we are fortunate that it's the leading IT company of Pakistan. We are the largest, mashallah, in Pakistan. We have 4,500 employees, plus employees here in Pakistan, and globally we are 8,000 plus.
Right.
And we're present in a lot of countries and with different names. It's entirely a systems group. So in Pakistan, we have multiple offices in Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad, Multan. Now we are opening up a couple of more setups locally. And globally, in the recent years, we have opened up global new operations as well. So lately, within this year, we have opened our setup in Saudi Arab with the name of Systems Arabia, and in Egypt with the name of Systems Misr. So there are a couple of more ventures in the pipeline. So that's how the company is like very thinking, very progressively, because obviously otherwise you cannot meet the requirements.
Right. Sure.
So obviously with a company like Systems Limited, तो एक हायरिंग प्रोसेस भी बहुत स्क्रूटनाइज होता होगा, एंड यू बीइंग द हेड ऑफ टैलेंट एक्विजिशन यू बी मोर फेमिलियर विद द हायरिंग प्रोसेस. तो अगर आप थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर सकें कि एक फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट के अंदर क्या स्किल्स इक्विप्ड होनी चाहिए दैट सिस्टम्स लुक फॉर.
Yeah, so when we talk about experienced people, so they are on certain skill set when there is very less supply in the market. So you have to compromise on certain elements sometimes. But when we talk about fresh graduates, obviously that is something that gives energy and boost to the organization. So we are very particular about that when we are hiring fresh graduates, so we are finding the best fit for the organization. So what we are looking for is we are looking for positivity, the right attitude, which you must be hearing. It's a known saying that you need to hire the right attitude. Obviously, rest of the skills that can be developed. So we go for the right attitude, plus we look for people who can stick with the organization. They have the same mindset as ours. So obviously there are technical skills. Everyone who's going to be becoming part of Systems Limited, they are going to be technically sound because there's going to be technical evaluation process. But on top of it, there are certain skills that are required, in which if I have to rate them, so the first one is attitude. Second is they need to be positive, because once they enter in the organization, so they need to bring in positive energy and give a boost to everyone. and plus they need to be passionate that they want to do something, because we have so many plans in place, and we want certain people who can we have fast track career tracks for a lot of such minds who want to do certain things within a year, which normally people do in 4 or 5 years. So we have certain opportunities where they can go accordingly, right?
So, do you think that you're getting the right talent from the Pakistani universities?
Yeah, fortunately, particularly if I talk about, because I'm in this IT sector, I'm an HR professional, but fortunately, throughout my career is in IT, 15 plus years. So in all those years, what I've seen is that it's improving day by day. Every year. So this year when we went to different universities, so it was like amazing to see how people have groomed themselves as well. They know the need of the industry as well, because if you talk about technical skills, that is one element, obviously. Then they need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. They need to have again such passion that industry is looking for. So in Pakistan, yes, because we hired throughout from Pakistan last year, if I quote the number, we hired 275 fresh graduates. On top of it, there were a lot of intern to permanent cases as well. So, and these were hired from 30 plus universities, 31 universities to be exactly, from Pakistan. So we try to reach out to every single university one way or another. Some universities we go for recruitment drives. For some interviews we process through directories. So we try to give opportunities to every single person, and not every single person, but obviously the max we can do. And then out of those, if we see, so there is talent everywhere from both again technical and soft skills perspective. So yes, Pakistan is doing great now. Obviously, the number can be increased. I've seen in your university as well that intake number has increased, which is good. I hope the quality stays the same as well. But this year it's great. So yeah.
There's a systems working in international countries as well, so you must be hiring from there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
we are hiring from here. We have companies. We have our HR fellows in other countries as well, but we are hiring from Pakistan as well for different countries.
Right. So, what is the main difference that you find in a graduate from another country, and especially in a more of Scandinavian or European countries, rather than seeing in Pakistan, because that region of the world is far more ahead in the IT and tech sector than us. So, what is the main difference that you find in a graduate from there and here in Pakistan?
Honestly, if we say same goes for in Pakistan, we don't see any differences, honestly, because they go for resources who are from Pakistan. Even obviously cost is one of the factor, but otherwise as well, if someone goes from Pakistan to these countries, so they prefer our talent as well. So for you can say it's either equal or in some cases it's better. So yeah, we have a very good talent pool, experienced people, because everything is connected now. It's all global, so there are less differences if you talk about in global perspective. So yeah.
Sure. So I know you have other commitments as well. We'll just end it with one last question. कि Dev Day, Developers Day अभी हो रहा है. So do you think it's a step in the right direction?
Yeah, it's an amazing step that you're managing so many activities in a single day, which is good. And obviously, people, organizations, they cannot manage coming in on a couple of days, so it's better to do everything on a single day. So yeah, it is very well organized, and there are so many events. There was CEOs Connect, there was competition going on, then there are tech talks, there is job fair going on. So everything is well managed, and you guys have put in a lot of effort, and we can see it. And branding, that's very good. Your setup and everything, it's all very good. It's all very uniform, and which is, when you enter, you see that it's like proper theme. It's all very well organized. So yeah, it's a great step, and it's an opportunity for employers and candidates as well. Yeah.
Right, sir. So with that, we bring it to an end. Thank you very much, sir, for taking your time from your busy schedule.
You're welcome.
So
Thank you.
thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Take care. Allah Hafiz.